Hello everyone. The subject that I've taken up today is Unix shell programming. In this video, I'll be discussing today a part of Unit 5 that is Unix system communication. Well, let me just show you all the contents of discussion in this video. Here, I'll be talking about the write command, message command, finger command, wall command, and also a concept that is sending and handling mails. In all these commands, I'll be discussing about the command along with the syntax and the example. And in sending and handling mails concept, I'll be talking about sending mails, receiving mails, and also mail prompt. So let's get started. Write command. Write command, as the name implies, is used to write something. It can be used by any user to write something on someone else's terminal. Can the user go and write something on someone else's terminal simply? No. The recipient of the message should allow the communication to happen. Only then the user can write something on someone else's terminal. So what is the syntax of this write command? Write user underscore name terminal underscore name. This is the syntax of the write command. Here terminal name is optional. Username. If the user is on the same server, then the username is the login name of the user. What if the user is on another server? Then username is given in the form of username at server name. Terminal name. As I said already, it is optional. It is used when the recipient has logged in more than one terminal. It sends a message directly to the user specified. It can be used if you want to get someone's attention who has logged on. When we run the write command, the recipient gets a message of the form message from your name at your host on your TTY at so many hours, so many minutes, so many seconds. If the other user wants to reply, that is, if the recipient who has got mail from one user has to reply to the message of that user, then they must also run the write command as well. But here you have to consider the two main points. That is, for using the write command, the recipient must be logged in, else an error message is flashed on the screen. Recipient must have given the permission for messages to reach his or her terminal. Well, how to give these permissions, that will be discussed in this video itself. That is, when we use the message command, giving the permissions thing will be discussed. So here I'll show you an example of write command. Suppose Akshata has to write message to Arpita. So here we are giving write Arpita, that is the username. Terminal name, as I said, is optional, so that is not required here right now. Okay, so she says, "Hi Aru, hope you're doing fine. I'm missing you a lot. Waiting to meet you ASAP. Take care, sweetheart." And Akshata. Control D. It marks the end of the message. So now Arpita gets a message like this. Message from Akshata and so on so date, so on so time, and all those things. So she gets this message. She reads this message and Arpita replies to Akshata right now. So she says $write Akshata. Here Akshata is the username, that is the recipient to whom Arpita is sending the message. She says, "Hi Achu, I'm super fine and I hope you're awesome as always. I'm also missing you a lot, eagerly waiting to meet you ASAP. Take care, darling." She texts like this and she gives Control D. As I said, Control D marks the end of the message. So this is a simple example of write command. The next command that we'll be talking about is message command. So what does message command does? As I said already, it lets us control the people who are using the write command to send a text to us over the screen. So this is the syntax of the message command. mesg-yn. So if n is given, it prevents the message from others popping up on our screen. If y is given, it allows the messages to appear on our screen. So if this Y command is disabled, the non-root users will be unable to send the messages to us using the message command such as talk or write. So example for message command. If I give mesg y, it enables any user to send messages using any message command such as talk command and write command. If I give mesg-n, then this command enables all the users except the super users. I'm sorry, it disables all the users except the super user to send the message using the message command. So here I'll give a clarification again. It enables only the super user. It disables all the other users to send messages using message command. So here one thing you have to notice, super user can write to any terminal irrespective of whether message has been set to Y or N. So you give Y or N, that is not related to the super user. Super user can write to any terminal irrespective of whether message has been set to Y or N. Next command that I'll be talking about is the finger command. It displays information about the system users. It tells you which users are connected, which users can receive the message, and it also displays a list of all those who have logged in. The syntax is simple, finger-i. It displays a list of all those who have logged in. It places an asterisk next to those terminals whose message is set to N. If message is set to N at your terminal, you cannot send a message to any other terminal. Let us see an example. Suppose I give dollar symbol, Unix command start that way. I give finger-i. The output will be like all the list of people who have logged in. In the next column, you can see TTY. What is this asterisk? I'll tell you. And then you can see the date and time and the idle time as well. So here, the above command lists all the users who have currently logged in along with the other details. The asterisk in the TTY column indicates that the users Adya and Aradhya have set their message to -n. Hence, no other user can send messages to them. I hope this is clarified. Well, let us check it again. See here, Adya and Aradhya. They have asterisk symbol in their TTY column. That means they have set their message to -n. That is, no other user can send messages to them. Here also there's a note. Similar to finger command, we can also use the who command. Who-t. It lists all the users who are currently logged in with plus or minus sign. If plus sign is there, then it means that the user has logged in. If minus sign is there, it means that the user has not logged in. When finger command is used with username, it displays the login details of the specified user, such as the user has logged in or not, if the user can receive mails or not. Example, I give a specific username like $finger-Adya. So example of finger command, we were discussing all these things. Now, I'll be talking about the next command, that is the wall command. Wall command sends a message to everyone's terminal. What is the syntax? Wall message. This command can be used only by the super user. It enables the super user to write to all, irrespective of whether the users have given the permission to their terminals or not. Okay, so what if non-super users write? What happens? If non-super users write, then the message will be on that person's machine only and not on the other's machine. Example of wall command. Simple, if I give $wall and then the super user is writing the message here. So he says, system is shutting down in 5 minutes. Take required backups. And says Control D. As I said earlier in this video, Control D marks the end of the message. So here, all the users who are logged in will hear a beep and see a message flashed on the screen saying system is shutting down in 5 minutes. Take required backups. The next topic that I'll be discussing here is sending and handling mails. The syntax is like mail, hyphen options, username 1, username 2, and so on. So this can be used to quickly circulate the memos and other written information. It also can be used to send and receive mail from people outside the organization if networked computers are used. It can also be used to send messages to users who haven't logged in currently. If user has logged in from several terminals, it is available to the users in all the terminals. Suppose $mail Akshata. Akshata is the user to whom I am sending the mail. That means she becomes the recipient here. So the subject that I'm giving here is staff meeting. This is to inform you that there's a meeting scheduled tomorrow at 10 a.m. to discuss regarding the lesson plan. Please do attend without fail. And Control D, as I said again, marks the end of the message. Not only one user, you can give many users' name. That way also it can work because I've showed in the syntax like username 1, username 2 and so on. So it works for any number of users. So now what if you have to send the contents of the file? Give $mail and then you type all the usernames and then you give bff.sh. Okay, this command, it mails the contents of the file bff.sh to all these users, that is Akshata, Arpita and Aradhya. It mails the contents of the file bff.sh to all these people. Receiving mail. To read the mail that has been received, what you have to do? Just type mail at the shell prompt. This incoming mail is stored in a mailbox whose name is same as the login name of the user. A flash message, you have a new mail, is flashed on the screen. Whether you're online or offline, you get this message. You have a new mail. Now, the environment variable, that is mail check, it determines the time interval at which the mails are checked. The default value of this variable is 600, which indicates that every 600 seconds Unix checks for the arrival of mails. Example of receiving a mail using the mail command. As I said earlier, if you just give dollar and mail, you get this kind of information. Here, there are totally 3 messages, out of which 1 is read and 2 are unread. Here, N marks new messages and U indicates the unread messages. What is this symbol here then? This indicates the current message. The greater than symbol, what you say in your local language. So the greater than symbol indicates the current message. And then ampersand symbol, it indicates the mail prompt where several commands can be given. Remember, in the shell prompt, you're giving the mail command, whereas ampersand, it indicates the mail prompt where several commands can be given. So what are the list of commands that can be used here are, along with the mail prompt symbol, that is ampersand, you can give an enter key simply to display the current mail. You can give a capital N which displays the mail numbered N. You can give D command that deletes the current mail. You can give D space N that deletes the mail numbered N. You can give R reply to the current mail. R space N reply to the mail numbered N. M space user forwards the mail to the specified user, Q quits the mail program, and then just a hyphen prints the previous message, and asterisk symbol prints the next message. I hope this video was helpful for all our BCA 4th sem students. If you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up and also share it with your friends. Click on the bell icon for notifications of my upcoming videos. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Akshita. Thanks for watching. Happy day, happy learning.